Bulgarian, I got Turkish, but this is affect to me to learn third, fourth language. Why? Because when I was 6 years old, the critic age till 8 years old, I didn't learn 100% Bulgarian. I have to start to learn Turkish. So proposition, as you know, still now
Yeah.
have a problem about proposition. This is coming from my past, from my childhood.
Oh, sure, sure.
Yeah. So if you have like this, like me, different kind of problems to they other people from themselves, how can they fix those problems? This is, I think, so main idea to learn very quickly. Main problem to learn very quickly English. What do you think about this?
Well, I know that every single individual brings a different set of circumstances and issues with them, and like you say, the younger you are,
Yeah.
when you're forced to make a total change, when you haven't even had enough years to learn what your own language, which would have been your own language, and it's like, no, that's not your language, this is your language. So those things are things that translate into psychological reasons why you approach learning languages the way you do. It all has to do with the way it affected you psychologically. And so each person, and there's some people just by their culture are incredibly shy or withdrawn, or it's hard for them to speak in front of strangers, or there's all kinds of different cultural things too. But for yourself, your self-awareness of that is something that you can use in your favor, and you have been using it in your favor because you recognize it, you realize it, how it affects everything you've done since then.
Yeah.
And you're watching out for yourself because of it. And so you were blessed with an awareness about your circumstance that not everybody even realizes.
I agree.
I
agree.
A lot of people have to go to a psychologist and to have them tell you, well, that's because of that. They don't figure it out for themselves or understand on that level.
Yes.
So you have the advantage. You have advantages because of that. And so really, when you have conversations with yourself, this is just a curiosity. Like I talk to myself all the time because I want to keep track of myself. It's like, are you kidding me, Jeannie? Is that really why you don't want to do it? Or is it that, I discuss things with myself. And when you do that, do you do that?
Yeah,
do you
of course,
do it
every time, every
day.
day.
Do you do it in English?
In English.
Do you talk to yourself in English?
Right now, I can say yes. I'm talking with myself. I don't think Turkish. I don't think I'm not translating on my brain. I'm just
trying to find.
I'm thinking in English and I'm talking in English. But this takes time. Not happens like magic.
Not at all.
I would like to do this.
I can't even begin to understand what it's like to be raised in another language, but because I taught a different language in Idaho, that it was a native language, but it was still foreign to me. And it was actually, English is the foreign language here. It was a native language. But it wasn't until I started dreaming in it that then I knew that it was a part of my thinking. Yeah. Because I would speak it in my dreams. It was really in my subconscious. and I would go to the store after class and
Mm-hmm.
talk to the clerks and Nez Perce, and if that's happening with you, that you're thinking in English,
Yeah.
and you, I don't know, do you dream in English?
Yeah. I'm not. I don't have so much dreams. But if I solve my dreams is coming to 3D world in reality,
Yeah.
so I'm happy about this. That the God gives me like this feeling.
Uh-huh.
And I trust my sixth sense every time, and then the sixth sense is I think so giving me the right 100% right direction that I have to follow. This is very nice. I think so. You are right, Jenny. Everybody has to follow their dreams, and has to be consistent. Has to be consistency. Has to continue to learn, continue to read, or come to talk time, to meet with different kind of culture and people, to get themselves happiness and more. I think some more proactive learning is more effects to learn very quickly, as you told before.
Right. I think it's very important that everybody finds the path that makes they're the most comfortable with. And if it's a path, say you join a group and it's too hard for you to participate with strangers, maybe wait and find some one-on-one, somebody that'll work with you one-on-one, just the two of you, somebody, and try to find paths that are, I thought I turned that off.
It's okay.
That are the most responsive to you. I used to say that all children learn differently. No two children learn alike. And I, as a teacher, when I worked for the school district, would just look to see what way that was they learned. If it was visual, if it was more problem solving, what kinds of things they responded to, looked for that door.
Yes.
That into the way they learned. But that I'm gonna say, with someone like yourself learning a new English, you're a child.
Yes.
And so everybody learning English doesn't learn the same either. So that's the challenge.
Very nice. Okay, what would you like to tell to my followers the last what they have to do to learn more joyful and more proactive English talk times?
Besides it. Like I said, I think just touching all the bases and make sure that you spend a part of, ideally every day, reading, speaking, listening, writing, and practicing in some way, some kind of conversation with someone in homes where not, people don't all speak English. Devote some time during the day that no one can speak anything but English, even if it's just 15 minutes. And again, if something is painful and you feel like you're suffering, don't not do it, just do it less, and then build on that until you get to where you don't mind doing it as much, and hopefully get to where you enjoy doing it. And I will say, anyone listening to this can take a lesson from Julia and her attitude about learning, and some of the different things you've done on your own to try and improve your English.
Yeah.
You are being a good example to other people who want to learn. And so even just your regular videos that you've been doing as a way for people to hear the progress you're making as you improve.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I would like to tell about my life a little bit. How can I learn very quickly English, guys? As you know, Jenny, I'm reading almost 2 hours per day. I think so. This is affect my English more to learn very quickly and to change my mind to think in English. I remember the first time you and Susan and other teachers too that you told me that I have to think in English, and I couldn't recognize on that time how can I go think in English, because I always translate to Turkish, Bulgarian, and English all these words, subject, object. Oh my goodness! I remember I was in horrible situation when you told me and other teachers too. I have to think in English. How can I do this? Right now I understand that this is the main point to learn very quickly English. But I would like to tell who wants to learn very quick and improve their life to English. Please, guys, reading and as you tell Jenny, they have to be they have to continue to don't give up to read, to talk and write, listening, everything is effect, and they have to forget their own language for maybe 6 months. What do you think?
Well, it definitely would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
And another smaller way, like if you're not somebody that wants to tackle reading an entire book, pick up a magazine, pick up a newspaper, pick up anything with words on it, even if it's a carton of milk, and read it, and then write down the words that you don't know, aren't familiar with, and create a kind of a handwritten dictionary for yourself. Take the time to find the definition and write it down, and then when you can, practice those words and use any reading you do as a chance to learn some more and teach yourself in a sense.
Yes,
because that's what it would be, a vocabulary list that you create for yourself. Only it's a list of words that you know you don't know. So it's built in to practice. So anyway, there's just lots of ways. The more you think about it, the more ways you'll recognize opportunities to use it and do it. And pretty soon you'll want to do it as much as possible.
And I'm sure who will not give up, and one day they will surprise like myself. Oh, what I'm doing, I'm not translating on my mind when I start to talk. This is fantastic feeling. This is so nice. Please, guys, continue to learn English, and please don't give up. So
it's overwhelming, and that can turn into a big surprise.
Thank you to
you're welcome.
Come to my channel and give those information. Cheers.
Cheers.
See you guys. Bye bye.